Hey, what is up ladies and gentlemen, I am Chip here once again, and I'm Duffy Duck here, we're back from the Maxi Toys, and welcome back to more Let's Play of Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games for the Nintendo Wii. So previously, we did manage to claim ourselves a trophy in Venus Circuit, and today for this video is that we're going to actually continue on and go on to the third circuit, which was Jupiter Circuit, which contains, well, once again 3 circuits. So anyway though, 100-meter freestyle, which is essentially swimming event, triple jump, and trampoline. So, yeah, I believe out of all these circuits we're about to be hit into in beginner's class, this might actually be the shortest circuit in the game. Well, we'll explain why until we actually get into that. So, yeah, so last time we actually did use Sonic the Hedgehog, so, what character should we select next? Let's use Tails for this one. The reasons why, because we'll get into that sooner or later. So, yeah, here we go. On to the first event in this circuit is freestyle swimming, in this case 100-meter freestyle. So, controls-wise, it feels very, similar to how you do it on 100-meter sprint and as well as the 110-meter hurdles, but except the noticeable difference is that we actually be doing some swimming. And basically, every time, depending on what character you'll be selecting, that on, some characters usually perform some different, swimming techniques, like crawl, breaststroke, butterfly, as well as crocodile, paddle, and dog paddle, and underwater running. In this case, for example, that Sonic is actually, well, we'll explain more into that until we actually get into the bit. So, even then, that you actually have yourself a stamina meter, which every time when you're trying to press the B button at the right time, then your stamina will actually refill itself. So, and after when you come towards the turn, then they'll basically just trying to let you know that how you're trying to actually get back into the beginning part at least. So, yeah, unfortunately there's no Sonic on here, but basically that and yeah, since we're actually using Tails for this event, we're doing dog paddle. So, yeah. Alright, here we go. So yeah, the starting position is very similar to how it does it in 110 meters hurdles, and as well as 100 meter sprint. So instead, rather than just running, but again, it's all about swimming techniques that we're about to be doing. So yeah, this event is really fun. It's you're gonna have to keep an eye on the stamina meter just in case you won't run out of breath. Because if you do run out of breath, you'll temporarily slow down, so... And plus, you won't able to make it to number 1, or in this case, first place. So, yeah, basically, if you actually be using Sonic for this event, not only do you actually, well, he is actually fully swimming, but he's actually got himself a life jacket so that his swimming technique was underwater running. So, that's why how essentially Sonic does not like, water, so... Yeah. Alright, next up is triple jump, where it's very similar to how it does in long jump, except the noticeable difference is that we're doing 3 jumps as opposed to 1. So, even then though, in addition to actually having just the Wii remotes on its, when you do some flicking with the jumps, you also now have the nunchuck with it as well, so... Yeah. So, much like how it does in long jump, it's pretty optional. You can just simply just clap for the audience out there, so that you can do it whatever you wanted to. But, basically, this is how this works, although, just like how it does in long jump, I'm not overly keen on this event. It's much like how it does in long jump, because sometimes you might be really accurate with your adjustment of your flicking the Wiimote and nunchucks type of syndrome. Yeah, it's pretty much a little bit of a time waster or something like that. Although not a time waster, but it's just a matter, it's all about timing ruining. So, yeah, let's see if we can get this time. Oh, right, that's actually almost perfect. Yeah, well, at least the first one and the third jump, but except the second jump. But at least we'll take it, I suppose. So yeah, that's actually pretty good right there. And somehow we got 17.505 meters, so... But at least we're in first place though, so it doesn't matter if we actually screw up, or in this case, just actually just a bit too, oh, pretty good. And I'm pretty sure that's pretty alright, but it's not the best, but at least we'll take it. And conveniently enough, I'm pretty sure the highest score from this event, it was probably 16 centimeters or something. So, or in this case, 18 meters. So, yeah, that's how this event works. So, now we move on to the last event in this Jupiter circuit, and this is why how this circuit was actually a lot shorter than the ones in the previous circuits we've been into. Because most of the time, though, you can actually breeze for these events like for breeze. So here we're on to Trampoline, and we're going to be only using the Wiimote on its own. So yeah, you can just simply by at the start of this event, you're gonna have to flick the Wiimote upwards so that you can perform some perfect jumps and whatnot. And if you come towards the 7-meter jump, then you can actually come across into these button combinations like the A button, B button, and twist the Wiimote. So if you do this well enough, then you'll lose points by mistake. So at least as far as we can remember it. So yeah, and we already accept the challenge from the very first event of this circuit, so let's go ahead and get started. And there's a good reason why that since Tails was actually a skill type, that means you can actually do like an easier amount of button combinations, like for instance 3 Bs and the B and B and Twist the Wiimote syndrome. And believe it or not though, this event actually contains an emblem. Well, basically, you're gonna have to get every single button combinations all correct, so no mistakes or anything, because it's a good thing that you're gonna have to keep up with your skill type characters, because if you especially noticeable if you actually be using Princess Peach, Dr. Eggman, Waluigi, and Tails, then you can basically breeze for this event no problem, at least for a perfect 10 score, so as you can see here. Or else if you actually be using some different characters in these different types, then it gets even more button combinations, so that's how we suggest that, how you should definitely go ahead and say no. If you want to get that emblem, you're gonna have to make sure if you want to be the skill type characters, just because you'll get that emblem so easily. So there we go. I think that's it for Jupiter Circuit and also Trampoline in general. But yeah, you can probably tell this is probably the shortest circuit by far, so... But again, it gets even more longer as we progress. So, the awards ceremony for Jupiter Circuit, here we have...
Oh, Mario get you next time.
Mario, he's in 3rd place.
Not too bad, I guess.
Amy, she's in 2nd place.
I did it!
And Tails, he's number 1, and he got a Jupiter trophy, and he's number 1. So, yeah. Pretty short actually for this little particular episode. And yeah, as you can see, we got ourselves an emblem requirement for getting perfect 10 on the trampoline. So that's how you suggest you go for a skill type character. So anyways, we're gonna have to finish this video here. So next time on Let's Play Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, now we're about to be hit off to the Saturn circuit, which things start to get a bit different this time around. See you guys later. Yeah, see you guys later. Later, fellas.